Hey crew, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun video we're going to be back over on the TOOCAA 40W Laser Engraver, making a really cool tropical design. Now, one of the most commonly associated things with the pirates of the golden age of piracy is of course the classic and iconic pirate flag. The legendary pirate Calico Jack Rackham had undoubtedly the most legendary pirate flag. It was a skull with the two crossed swords on it, and it has went down in history as the most commonly associated symbol and flag with pirates everywhere. I've picked up this really cool layer design off of the Etsy website. I think I paid around $2 or $3 as US currency, and it consists of 5 layers. And if you all remember, TOOCAA sent me a few packs of 3mm wood, and I've got 6 pieces left. Again, it's a 5-layer design, so in case I mess one of them up, I have an extra to play around with. But as you can see here, this wood is pre-cut, pre-finished. It's already got kind of a finished look to it, but it is very fragile. You can see it flexes and warps there. I've already got one piece loaded into the laser bed. You can hear the air assist pump and everything going. This is a really cool design, and as I've always said with layered designs like scroll saw patterns, layered designs for the laser, you can also use individual layers if you want to. I want to make the pirate flag about as big, or I want to enlarge it to about as big as these pieces of material, so I can have a nice tropical pirate flag design made completely over on the TOOCAA Laser Engraver. I want to thank TOOCAA for supplying me with the laser and this material here. Since one piece is already loaded up into the laser bed, only thing we need to do is get on our safety UV glasses, turn on our air filtration unit to keep the air quality in the workshop as clean as possible, move the camera, and get started. And as always, before we get started, I'm going to show you all the full file here. It comprises of 5 different layers, and as I said, we're going to go in individual passes, and we will start with the backer piece here that has the less detail in it, or the least amount of detail in it rather. And you can see I already have our piece of 3mm wood that TOOCAA supplied us with, and we framed it out and we hit start. Now, all of these pieces, all 5 layers, took various times to do and cut out completely. There's no laser engraving on this project. It's all laser cutting. But as you can see here, it's working quickly and efficiently, and it only took around 3 minutes to laser cut the backer board. But again, as more detail was added with each individual layer, the time it took to cut everything out took longer and longer. I hope that makes sense. As I said, the file we are using comes from the Etsy website. I picked it up for around $2 or $3 as US currency, and when I seen it when I was browsing laser files, I knew I had to pick it up because, crew, it is a pirate's life for me. But now we are already doing the second layer, and this one will have a little bit more detail. So this one took around 5 minutes to completely laser cut. And after all of the laser cutting was done, you all know that I like to leave the laser running but unattended for around 3 or 4 minutes. That way all of the smoke and fumes from the cutting process can be extracted safely out of the back of the workshop, keeping the air quality in the workshop as clean as possible. But we now have our second layer, and we'll clean up the honeycomb and put our next piece in. And when I put this piece in, we're going to switch to the GoPro view to give you all hopefully the best vantage point as possible of the laser running. And you can see the smoke it makes and why it's important to have a laser in an enclosure in your garage or workshop. That way the air quality can stay as clean as possible. If you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to the channel and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. I'd really appreciate the support. Now this will be the last layer I show you all cutting, because from here on out it's just rinse and repeat. This layer here, from the GoPro's view, took around 10 or 12 minutes due to the amount of detail on it. But again, after the fumes were extracted, and after all the layers were complete, we have a good overview here. There is our 3mm material, and here is the 5 layers that make up the tattered pirate flag. And as you layer them together, more and more details emerge, giving it that 3D-like appearance. But it is now time to add some splashes of color, and I'll use my standby of Rust-Oleum spray paints, and I am using this scrap piece of cardboard here just to shield away to make sure none of the overspray gets on none of the other pieces. And I went with a black, white, and silver color scheme. Of course, you could do any color you wanted to. We'll turn the fan on to help accelerate drying time. And here's a better overview of the spray painted pieces while they were drying. And while everything was drying, we enjoyed the pirate flag flying in the breeze. Wherever the pirate flag flies, crew, you can typically find the Artisan Pirate. But now that we are in the summer months, it did not take long at all for the paint to dry, and we were able to do the assembly process with medium grade CA glue and activator. And I have to work quickly here because the glue sets up relatively quickly and even faster once you apply the accelerator. But after everything is glued up, I'll leave it for around 5 minutes to make sure that glue has completely dried and cured, and then it will be time for finishing with a few coats of Rust-Oleum clear gloss. And it really brought out those natural colors that we used to make the pirate flag. I gave it a few coats, and when it dried, our tattered pirate flag project was complete. And here we have our completed, layered, tattered pirate flag, laser cut completely over on the TOOCAA 40-watt laser engraver. And I think it finished up beautifully and fantastically with some nice tropical flair in it. Really, really cool. You can see how all 5 layers come together here to make it have a simulated 3D appearance. Once again, the file we used in today's video came from the Etsy website, and it was only around $2 or $3 in this US currency. And I see so many possibilities with this project. Now, we made this project out of 5 individual pieces of 3mm wood. Here you can see the wood that TOOCAA sent me, and you could totally use just one of these layers for an outline for spray paint purposes if you just wanted a flag silhouette or something. But I will, of course, use these 5 other sides here and make other creative designs with them. But I want to thank TOOCAA for supplying me with the material. All in all, we had to go in 5 individual passes. You all seen 3 of them in today's video. It took around 45 minutes for the TOOCAA 40-watt laser engraver to laser cut everything completely. There was no engraving on this project, and anytime I was over at the laser engraver, I tried to make sure that the safety UV goggles was on, the air filtration unit was running in the workshop, and the fans were going, and the shop door was open, keeping the air quality in the workshop itself as clean as possible. If you do have a laser engraver in your garage or workshop, I highly encourage you all to please have it in some form of enclosure to protect your lungs and your breathing and everything. But if you had a bigger laser bed, you could of course cut this out in one individual pass, or you could, like I have done here, shrink the design down. That's why I see so many options and possibilities here. I shrank it down and made it smaller, about as big as the palm of my hand there, and I made it from 5 layers of 1/4" material, and I finished it the same way as we finished this one in today's video, but with the thicker material here. It can totally freestand on a shelf, desk, or countertop. But if you shrank it down like this and made it out of thinner material, you could potentially put some refrigerator magnets on it and make a nice tropical fridge magnet. So that is just something to think about. And also, with the nature of laser files, you could of course go in and export one of the layers as a JPEG and print it out and take it over to your scroll saw. You could import it to your CNC software and cut it out on your CNC machine. So there's so many different ways, just like with scroll saw woodworking, that you can use laser files you download and purchase off of various websites. But I finished the individual layers with Rust-Oleum spray paints. We used 3 in today's video, and that took the longest time, waiting for everything to dry. We used a black, a white, and a silver. I figured silver would be the appropriate color to have on the top there to kind of highlight all of those delicate details. And speaking of the delicate details, I've got yet another one here because I really love this file. Here's another small one made out of 3mm craft plywood. The individual layers, now this layer and the next layer are not as fragile, but once you get into the final 3 layers that has the iconic skull and crossbones in this case, they get very fragile and could easily break. So I want to show that to you here on camera. You can see how minute that is, and how you can see how if you were too aggressive with the piece, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, you could break the pieces away. But you could totally export just this layer, as I was saying, and cut this out as a scroll saw pattern or a CNC design. You could cut it out of poster board over on your laser, and you could make it an airbrush or spray paint template. So options and versatility. And I also felt like if you wanted to go even bigger with the project, remember I tried to match it to the material that TOOCAA kindly sent me, you could of course make this bigger for a piece of wall decor. As it is now, a hanger can be applied to it and it can be displayed with all of my pirate effects. I am the Artisan Pirate, and pirates of course love collecting treasures and keepsakes. So I think this would be really cool. I also think it would be a really cool gift to make and give to someone. And I just think with the Rust-Oleum clear gloss we added at the end, it really brought out the textures and all of those details here. Now of course I spray painted it in today's video. You could of course use exotic or hardwoods and let those natural colors shine forth. You could use acrylic craft paints like I've used in the past, the acrylic paint pens, or you could even use stains if you wanted to stain it and give it a more earth tone appearance. You can kind of see the earth tone appearance of how it would look with the one that I have not even finished here to show you the fragile nature of the individual layers. But really cool here. Of course, all pirates are told to hoist the colors and represent the colors of the black, tried and true. But really neat. For those curious about the settings over on the TOOCAA Laser, since we upgraded it from a 20 to a 40 watt, I can now fly through this thin material. I'm using a speed of 550. I could potentially go up to 600. I haven't played around with that yet. I did one pass, the air assist was on, and I had a power of around 90%. Remember, with those diode laser engravers, you really do not want to run them at 100% wide open all of the time. But again, a good morning's work out here in the workshop in the heat and humidity of the South where I live, making this beautiful tropical layered design as summer 2026 is upon us, crew. But really cool. Had a lot of fun making this project, and I hope in some way, shape, or form along the beginning of the video all the way until now, you hopefully picked up a tip, trick, or tidbit to use out in your garage or workshop. One more look and we will close the video of this layered, tropical, tattered, battle-scarred pirate flag. Really cool. That's going to be about all for this one, crew. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, crew, and remember, if I can make it or do it, so can you all. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you all real soon.